Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of our series Into Him. I want to just challenge us to think of something really cool that I've just kind of realized. John says in chapter 13 of John, where Jesus and the disciples are meeting in the upper room for the Last Supper. He says that he lay his head. This is in the King James Version. He lay his head on Jesus' chest. And I mean, what an incredible relationship they must have had for John to feel comfortable doing that. My guess is he did that often. And he called himself the one that Jesus loved. And here's why I think God is just, I feel Holy Spirit has told me, why was John laying his head on Jesus' chest? Well, think about it. When you lay your head on somebody's chest, and you put your ear right on their chest, what can you hear? You can hear their heartbeat. I think John was constantly excited and longing to hear the heartbeat of Jesus, because I believe in the heartbeat of Jesus, John heard the heartbeat of the Father. I think there's a reason why John was the only disciple at the foot of the cross. It's because he not only knew Jesus intimately, but I believe John knew the Father intimately. The way that we know the Father is through Jesus. Jesus says, he is the only way to the Father, that he is our connection to the Father. He has made a way to the Father, but I don't think the other disciples really knew that. I think they mainly had a relationship with Jesus, right? He was right there on earth. That was the easy thing to do. They had a relationship with Jesus. But I think John, laying his head on Jesus' chest and hearing the rhythm of the heart, I believe almost in the rhythm of that music, of his heartbeat, that thump, 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 thump. I believe it went into his ear and into his heart and into his spirit. And John said, man, Jesus, just sit down for a second. Can I put my ear on your chest? Can I hear the words of the Father? Can I hear the rhythm of the Father? Can I hear the melody of the Father's love? Jesus is incredible. Jesus is amazing. Holy Spirit's amazing. They all are, but so is the Father. And while Jesus was hanging on that cross, I believe John could still hear the rhythm of that heartbeat, the love of the Father, the voice of the Father that came down and said, this is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased. I believe out of all the disciples, John picked it up first. He heard the Father saying the same thing to him, not just to Jesus. John was the one disciple who almost felt on an equal level with Jesus. And of course he wasn't. Jesus is the Son of God, but I'm saying he lived in that truth of being a co-heir with Christ. And that's what I want to challenge all of us to do. It says in John chapter 15, when Jesus is talking about being the vine and abiding in him and he in us, he said, I've loved you even as the Father has loved me. Remain in my love. And it's the Father, he brings the Father's love. And it's the Father's love that changes us and allows us to stay at the foot of the cross, even when all else desert, and be bold and strong and encouraged in him. All right, thank you guys.